If you work behind a computer, wearing glasses or not wearing glasses can have a massive impact on your posture. Not because of very big postural deviations, but because of small postural deviations times very prolonged duration. So I'd like to have a short discussion on the effect of glasses and give you some recommendations on how to choose the best glasses depending on your situations. And at the end of this video, I will even reveal, say, a hidden advantage of wearing glasses that very few people know. The first obvious use case for glasses is when your visual acuity is not okay. Yeah, and often it is the case when you turn 40, 45 that your near vision starts to get a bit worse, say, which is the beginning of presbyopia. And as a result, people who don't see clear on their screen do that, but when they hold something in their hand, they do the other way around. So as an ergonomist, there's one thing that I always look at is the front and back neck movements of people at the moment they start focusing on something. You know, if I see that the moment they look at their screen, they go like this, or if I see that the moment they look at my business card, they go like that, immediately I know that there's something to do with visual acuity. Optometrists recommend to have your eyes checked every 2 years if you're younger than 40 and every year if you're above 40 until they tell you that the situation has stabilized. Then once we have glasses, there are different types of situations depending on your prescription. The type of prescription that I'd like to describe here is progressive lenses and the issues that are associated with it. When you have progressive lenses, basically your lenses are set up so that you can look far away from the upper part of your glass, like when you're driving, and that you can look at a near distance through the lower part of your glasses, such as when you're on your phone or reading a newspaper. Now, the problem with this prescription is that when you look at your screen is not far away, and therefore people tend to look at the screen through the lower part of the glasses, which results in that. As soon as you see this in someone who is 45 plus, who wears glasses, well, you should suspect that he or she has progressive lenses, and as you see, it's starting to mess up the neck. I mean, I see a lot of people with pain in the upper trapezius or in the levator scapulae, which are due to progressive lenses in an office environment. So if this is your situation, what can you do? There are basically, say, two solutions. Solution number one is instead of progressive lenses, you get computer glasses, which are, say, only one correction so that you can see at 80 centimeters distance, which is the distance to the screen, more or less. There's a fine-tuning that you can do if you like, is 80 centimeters through the upper part of the glass, 40 centimeters through the lower part of the glass, which is the distance to your keyboard or to paper that are on your desk. This is solution number one. Solution number two, which is not as good, but sometimes we have no choice with people who have very mixed professions. You see, typically if you're a receptionist, you're not all day on screen because you will sometimes have to welcome people who enter the building at a distance. And if you have computer glasses adjusted at 80 centimeters, you will not see the visitor at 5-6 meters. So for these people, sometimes it is worth taking a monitor arm so that the screen is placed really low on the desk, a bit like your laptop actually, so that you can look at the low screen through the lower part of your lenses. But these are really specific cases for people who have mixed constraints, that they always have to look at a distance and nearby. People who, like business controllers or just normal office workers, admin, PAs and things, who are mostly on screen, should get computer glasses. Two more things on the type of glasses. Question number one is what shape of the glass. You see, my lenses are not that big, which I chose for aesthetic reasons, but the issue is that I always see the border of the glass or the frame of the glasses, and it's kind of disturbing. So actually, especially when my glasses tend to fall a bit, I observe that then I have to extend my neck so as to look at what's around me through the middle of the glass without being bothered by the border of the glasses. So what I mean with that is try to take lenses which are big enough so that you're not butted by the frame of the glass. Second advice regarding the UV filters. Basically there's a lot of things with blue light coming from the screen, There's more UV and blue light in daylight than coming from your screen. So honestly, there's more marketing than truth in these filters that you can have on your glasses. Does it mean that I did not take the option? I did take the option. Why? Because it was not very expensive and it was safe. Even if it has no benefit, it has no risk. So, it's a cost-benefit ratio. The decision to take the filter or not is, in my opinion, mostly dependent on your budget. Now, with that, I think that we have covered the most of the points that are regarding whether to wear glasses or not, how to detect if you need glasses, what type of glasses you should wear, etc., etc. And I'd like to now describe the hidden advantage of wearing glasses. See, a number of people complain about dry eyes, which is, when your eyes get red and tired and things. And what has actually been observed is that there's a kind of a microclimate between your eyes, between the cornea and the inner side of the glasses. And that microclimate here is slightly more humid than the air outside of your glasses. Yeah, it's not radically more humid because it's in contact with it, but it's slightly more humid. So actually wearing glasses can participate in reducing issues associated with dry eyes. The last tip before closing this video is whenever you go to your optometrist, try and have a picture of your workstations with the distances measured so that he or she can better adapt the prescription to your real life environment. And if you have any question on neck pain or so, you know where to find me. You drop a comment below and it will be my pleasure to answer.